Snakes have gotten a bad reputation over the years and have been prone to people screaming in fear when coming near one. But I'm here to today to tell you that they are actually one of the best pets you can own. If you have an allergy to fur or even other animals, a ball python is a great alternative for any animal lover. A little ball python is probably waiting for you to adopt him or her and take care of them. Today I'll be going over the main points on why ball pythons make the perfect pet in order. First, prices and materials to care. Second, pros and cons compared to other common pets. And finally, uniqueness and variety. So, I will now talk about prices and materials for my first point. And prices are both snakes and the enclosure are fairly cheap as well as convenient. A ball python can range anywhere between 20 to even $1,000 depending on the sex and morph of the snake, which I will continue on in my third point. But for now, the best way to buy them is also the most convenient by ordering online, which I did buy these two online. These two. Uh, Ordering online saves a trip to the store and ensures you have a perfectly healthy snake, giving you time to set up your enclosure in the meantime, so the snakes can finally rest after the long trip of coming to you. Enclosures can be made with just $100, and is all up to looks and functionality. So any of artistic people can really shine and create their own enclosure on how they like, and most most importantly, functionality for the snake itself. Things to consider getting are a large enough water bowl, a little bigger than the snake purchased, so that they can drink whenever they like and they can, sit in it. Other items considering are substrate, which is the basically the dirt on the bottom, um, a hide, which is a little home for him or her. Temp and humidity gauges. This will help you find the perfect temp and make sure that humidity is all good. And either heat lamps or heat pads or both. I have both. One for up top so they can bask, or just for under their hide if they just want to warm up. Cleaning the enclosure is an easy task, which only takes about 10 or less minutes. Snakes don't poop often. Other than that, ball pythons don't eat very often, and the food is fairly cheap as well. Your main two options are live and frozen. Usually, I'd go for frozen. She's actually a really good point. With live mice, they have a chance of hurting the snake itself. She has a couple scars because a mouse tried to climb on her, and she was being a little stubborn. But other than that, frozen mice are fairly easy. Just defrost and feed them with either tongs or your fingers. But now you're probably asking, what else makes snakes such a great pet overall, over common pets? Well, that's where our second topic comes in: pros and cons. So I imagine many of you have common pets such as dogs, cats, and fish. Well, I'm here to say that a snake has more pros than cons when it comes to these other pets. My first pro versus con is feeding. So snakes don't eat often; they eat mainly once a week or so, and you don't have to feed them 3 times a day with cats and dogs. With fish, they're pretty on par with snakes though. Only feed them like once, but once a day. So a little more maintenance when it comes to that. Second topic is care. So caring for these animals, not much to go around. You can just let them sit in the tank, or you can bring them out. With cats and dogs, a little more attention, and fish. That comes with my fourth opinion, which is not a centerpiece. Fish are more of a centerpiece. You can't really pet them, hold them, anything like that. They're just something to look at when you're laying in your bed. With dogs and cats, though, pretty on par. Same with the pros. But these guys still not that much attention, and when you do hold them, it tames them better. This guy's just chilling. Um, so that also comes with handling and petting. Um, you can pet them, you can hold them. They're pretty tame right now. She's going all over the place, but I'm doing my presentation while she's just chilling, and this guy's just I'm holding them. And with my last point, which is medical, cats and dogs can be pretty pricey when it comes to medical. My dog broke her leg, and that was a hefty paycheck. These guys, not too much maintenance other than this. This will heal up just fine. A little more treatment other than that, but she's doing fine. So comes with my final topic, which is I find to be the best and most exciting is uniqueness and variety. How many people do you know own snakes? Most likely little to none, which makes them unique if you are a snake owner. About 38.4% of households have dogs, and about 25.4% of households own cats, stated from the 28 count by the American Veterinary Medical Association. Ball pythons are unique for a few other reasons that comes down to the wide variety they come in. Sex has a huge impact on the size of the snake. Males tend to be a little smaller, such as this guy, he's a male. Growing up to 3 to 4 feet full grown, and you won't get much bigger than this, which is perfect for people with smaller spaces and don't want to commit to a bigger tank. While if you do have bigger spaces and want a bigger snake, you can go for a female, and as you can see, she's way bigger than the male. So that gives you that bigness that you want from a snake if you want that. While sex is a factor to their uniqueness, the morphs or color differences is really what separates them. There are about 26 standard morphs, but there are thousands upon thousands of different subspecies of morphs that have subtle differences in each. I'll put a link down in the video so that you can scroll through the morphs, but I was scrolling for 20 minutes. I just got down to see. In conclusion, I have listed price and materials, pros and cons of snakes compared to other common pets, uniqueness and variety of ball pythons, and hopefully by the end of this speech, you will take a look for yourself